Okay, says we're live. Says we're live. We will have to see if that's the case. Okay, so you should be seeing my title slide here, Lose Labs. And it is about 4 minutes to 1 p.m. So we have a couple minutes before we start. I'm going to go get everything set up, and we will start right at the top of the hour here in a couple minutes. So hang in there. All right, let's see. Hi, Terry. Hey, Joe Carroll. Terry, hope those goats are staying out of trouble. And yes, whenever possible, put animals in the video. I don't know why it works, but it does. People like animals better than people, I think. All right, so we're going to get started in a couple minutes at the top of the hour. And I think we are almost ready here. So let me just get everything set up on this side here. Hopefully you're seeing my slide, and we'll be right back. I know I need a reminder to remember that I have to do these things on Friday. So, oh man, I know it's like, oh my God, it's 1 o'clock. Fortunately, I did my PowerPoint early this week. I did it on Wednesday, and let's see now. So yeah, I don't know what it is about animal posts and animal videos, but like I put up a picture of Rocco today and it got 34 likes. If I put up a video or a tip or something, it usually gets about 3 likes. So that's the way it goes. Okay, and let's see. We're set here. Cool. And the Hangout looks like it's working. Okay, so a couple folks here already, and everybody else will join us at the top of the hour when the link goes live. You guys had the links early, so you get in a little early, which is fine. Whew, okay, 2 minutes to go. Okay, I've been doing my YouTube homework, trying to figure out the mysteries of YouTube so I can share them with you. YouTube has an 86-page guide that they released that's kind of complicated, but I'm trying to sift through it all and make it a little bit easier to understand. So there. All right, we're almost there. Let's see, check the chat. Yeah, people are funny. They want pictures of animals and lunch instead of information and content, but that's okay. Whatever. All right, so I've got the attendee list. I've got the chat going. You should be able to see my title slide. And we'll do the official welcome in a second. Okay. I feel like we should have some theme music or something. And there we go. Boom. It's 1 p.m. It's Friday. It's 1 p.m. Friday on the East Coast, I should say. Which means it's time for Lose Labs. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I am going to try and share some good info with you in a relatively short amount of time. So hang on. Feel free to ask questions in the chat box. Awesome. Got a lot of folks here this week. That's good. I was mad at myself last week because we only had a few because I didn't remind folks that we do this every Friday. So pretty much every Friday. All right, so let's get going. Let's jump right in. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us, taking some time out of your Friday. And this week, I'm excited because we're talking about YouTube shortcuts. So I had mentioned to the folks who were in a little bit early that YouTube came out recently with this big, long, somewhat complicated playbook or guide to optimizing videos and getting more views, because it's really frustrating to put a video on YouTube and not get a lot of views. So I've been poring over that for a couple of weeks, trying to make sense of it. And I want to share some of that stuff with you. So why is that important? Why should you even care about YouTube? Well, if you have videos on YouTube, and perhaps you do, you want to be able to maximize your presence on YouTube. And I don't know that you'll necessarily be a viral sensation because only 0.03% of videos ever reach that magic million view mark. The vast majority of videos on YouTube get less than 100 views. So if you're getting over 100 views, you're not doing too bad, but you can do better. So you want to get more views, you want to get more engagement. Obviously, you want to improve your search engine optimization, and you can also get subscribers and build community on YouTube. YouTube is really a social network, and they've really tried to push that and tried to increase their sense of community and encourage people to get folks to subscribe to their channels. So I'm going to share with you the highlights of this YouTube playbook and what they suggest to get more views, to get more engagement, and basically to have a more powerful YouTube presence. So I probably don't have to kind of reiterate these facts, but it is pretty staggering to think that there are 1 billion users on YouTube. Over 100 hours of video is uploaded every minute. That's unbelievable. 100 hours of video is uploaded every minute, and the average video is 3 minutes long, maybe. They get 4 billion, you like that, billion video views per day. Facebook is a great place to see videos on YouTube. There are 500 years worth of YouTube videos that are watched daily on Facebook. Oops, there's a typo. Oh well. So yeah, there's a ton of video out there. Excellent. So how about YouTube optimization? Don't be afraid. Don't fear all this type here. Uh-oh, did we just lose our hangout here? No, there we go. So basically what YouTube suggests is to optimize your channel and your videos. So they suggest, captivate your audience. So really what you have to do is hook viewers from the very start of your video to keep them watching longer. So basically that means, you know, get to the point, cut to the chase, as they say in Hollywood, and make sure that you get right into your content and hook viewers from the start to keep them watching. The first 15 seconds of your video, I would argue even less than that, are really crucial. YouTube also suggests, as I have been doing for many years, that you have calls to action in your videos. So basically you want to direct viewers during the video to take actions that can help build audience. I'll talk more about that in a moment, but you absolutely want calls to action. You have to really tell your video viewers exactly what to do and when to do it. I probably should go back and say hi to folks here on the chat. So thank you for being here again, Michael, Hagar, Ellie, Karen, Terry, etc. I'm really glad to have you guys here, so thank you. And I do see the attendees and the questions, and I'll come back to those in just a bit. So, and I'll see if I can find the guide to the YouTube playbook. But if you Google YouTube playbook, you'll find it online. So, captivate your audience. We know that one. Calls to action. You want to make sure that your video contains specific calls to action. Metadata, and again, I'll get into more details about this, but you want to write optimized titles, tags, and descriptions for your content. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in a moment. Thumbnails are very important, as you might expect. So you want to create high quality custom thumbnails for your videos that accurately represent the content. This is all from the YouTube playbook, by the way. And thumbnails, it seems as though YouTube usually gives you a choice of 3 thumbnails, and they almost always seem to be the worst possible thumbnails. If you're doing an on-camera video, it's when your eyes are closed or you're yawning or drooling or who knows what. But you can create custom thumbnails, and we'll show you that in a second. And finally, annotations. You want to use annotations on your videos to increase viewership, engagement, and subscribers. Hey Thomas, good to have you here, man. So annotations are basically those overlays that you put on your videos that can be mini calls to action, or they can link to other things, and I'll show you that as well. So this is our optimization overview, and now let's get into some specifics. So again, the first 15 seconds of your video are crucial on YouTube. You really got to start strong. You really got to grab your viewer right from the start. Don't dilly-dally. Get right into the content. Tell them why they should watch and what you're covering. Always, always, always include a CTA, which is a call to action. Use keywords in your title, your description, and your tags. And remember, don't, think about the video title, because the video title is your headline. That's what's going to really hook viewers and help them decide whether or not it's worthwhile for them to watch. So your title shouldn't just be, lose tip number 6. It's really got to be something more engaging. How to get 100 more video views with every video, or something, engaging and descriptive. You want to upload a custom thumbnail. Again, a lot of times viewers will use that little teeny thumbnail to decide whether or not to watch the video. So you can upload a custom thumbnail, and we'll show you how to do that in a second. You want to use playlists to organize and curate your content. Playlists have become a lot more important because there's so much info on YouTube. It helps people sort through it all. And then you want to add annotations to guide viewers and put links into your videos. So let me show you some screenshots of what all that looks like. Basically, on your YouTube channel, whenever you go into your YouTube channel, you can find your video manager, and that's going to basically list all of the videos that you have posted. So I've got a bunch here. Most of mine are private, actually, but and anytime you go to your list of videos here in your upload area, in your video manager area, I should say, you can click on the edit button, and that will do a drop down that will open up info and settings, annotations, whether you want to delete the video. And I'll show you what a playlist is in just a second, Ellie. David, sorry, there's not a phone number for this because we're using Google Hangouts. I don't think they provide phone numbers. I apologize, but we will make the recording available to you. We don't usually do that, but we will. So here's the basically here's all of your videos on YouTube, and then when you dig a little deeper, if you go to your YouTube channel, everybody has a YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube account, you have a YouTube channel. It's essentially the same thing. They call it a channel, and basically that's your home on YouTube. That's your home base, and you can customize and brand your channel, and it's connected to your Google Plus account. So the photo that you have on your Google Plus account is going to also be the same banner that you have on YouTube, and you can customize that. So I've put this little TV thing with my face in it on my channel. Also on your channel, you have a trailer, a welcome video, in essence, that people will see if they have not yet subscribed to your channel. It's called an unsubscribed trailer. I know that sounds funny, but what it means is people that have not subscribed to your channel will see a welcome video that you select and you choose, and it gives them something to kind of welcome them to your channel and your page. So I have a 2-minute tip video as my unsubscribed trailer. If they have subscribed to your channel, then they won't see that because they don't want to see the same thing over and over again. They will see a what to watch or suggested video. Again, you can, on your channel, organize your videos by playlists. And playlists are basically just collections of videos that you can organize so that it's easier for folks to watch. Or actually, if you lost audio, it's probably your internet connection, and hang in there. Hopefully it'll pop back for you. Mike, I'm going to make this presentation available as a recording afterwards, and I'll put it on Facebook, etc. I don't usually do that, but this is good info that people need to know, right? So organize your videos by playlist. So I've got playlists that are, my top favorites, or I've got playlists for Lou's Labs, or playlists for, goofy, funny videos, and it helps you organize and curate your content so that viewers can find what they want to find. So organize your videos by playlists. Now here's a video that I did a few weeks ago with my friend Patty, and we did this via Google Hangout, but the reason I wanted to show this slide was for a couple of reasons. I've got here a pretty descriptive title: Lou's Labs Video Marketing Webinar, Lou Interviews Special SEO Guest, I think was the whole title. And it was via Google Hangout. When you do a Google Hangout live, when you do a video hangout with Google, a Google Hangout on air as it's called, that automatically goes to YouTube. So when this video is done, it's automatically going to go to YouTube, which is kind of cool. Now also, if you go into your video and click the share this video button, you're going to see a whole bunch of icons where you can share your video pretty much with one click. So it's a great way to get your video more exposure and get it in more places: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, etc. And it's really easy. You can also get the embed code and embed the video on your website. Fortunately, I don't know, everybody's views are going to be different on their own channel, but on my channel, most of the videos on the right-hand side are my videos, which is cool. So Karen wants to know if you can have more than one channel. You can, but it's tied to your Google account, so it's a little tricky. You have to almost have a different Google email address to have a different channel. I found a channel that I created called LouTube Videos that was 5 years old, and I totally forgot that I had it. So yes, you can have other channels. It's just a little complicated and a little dicey. So I keep everything in one place, and I curate it and organize it by playlists. So the other thing that we talked about was metadata. And it's metadata is a complicated word that isn't really all that complicated. Basically what metadata is it's how the search engines find your videos using your title, your description, and your tags. And your tags are simply your keywords. So metadata is really important. This is a photo from YouTube, and it shows that it doesn't take a long time to put in the metadata because it's your title and your description, but it has a big impact. And it says metadata helps YouTube index your content. This is critical to building views from search and suggested videos. So you have to write optimized titles, tags, and descriptions for your content. Here's an example of that. Actually, well, let me go through this first. Metadata is your title, description, and tags. So you want to use your keywords in your title, in your description, and in your tags. You can do a long, detailed description with links in it. YouTube gives you a ton of space for your description, so you should use all that space and make it really descriptive. I've even seen people put the entire transcript of their videos in their description. And again, tags are keywords. People get confused because YouTube asks for tags, and really tags are just keywords. So you want to have a mix of generic keywords and specific keywords. So my keywords might be, my generic keywords might be marketing, and my specific keywords might be how-to marketing videos, or how-to videos to increase viewership, or something like that. All right, so here we go. Here, let's look at Jimmy Fallon's YouTube channel, The Tonight Show. This is a really good example. All right, this I think it was Monday that Jimmy Fallon did a lip sync battle with Emma Stone, and they put the video on YouTube, and within 24 hours it had almost 3 million views. So definitely a viral video. But you can see on The Tonight Show page, they have used, you know, a good descriptive title, Lip Sync Battle with Emma Stone. Now, if you'd heard like, oh my gosh, you should have seen The Tonight Show Monday night, Emma Stone was on there and she did this big rap lip sync thing. So what would you search if you went to Google to look for that? You might search Tonight Show, you might search Jimmy Fallon, or you might just put in Lip Sync Battle with Emma Stone. That's what most people are going to search, so that's the title that they use. Simple but brilliant. Also notice the really detailed description with keywords and links. So at the top here, it says Jimmy and Emma Stone square off in a lip sync battle, and Emma shows she's not afraid of lightning fast lyrics. Okay, so that's the description in this video. But what they've done is they've got a generic description below that they probably put in every single video. That's, you know, subscribe now, watch The Tonight Show, get more Jimmy Fallon, link, 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 link. So they've done a really good job with their description and made it very long and detailed. And they've put a lot of links in there, which are live links back to those places. And again, you notice over here, they've got all the other Tonight Show videos, and the titles are very specific and descriptive, right? So Robinson Cano surprises Yankees fans while they're booing him. That's pretty descriptive. That's probably going to be a good search term. Billy Joel and Jimmy Fallon form a two-man doo-wop group using the iPad app. Boom. I mean, that's a great description, right? Steven Tyler records a personal voicemail greeting. So these have hundreds of thousands of views. They are, again, really good descriptive titles with keywords in the title. So this is a good example and a good case study of how to do YouTube right. All right, so how about thumbnails? Thumbnails are a visual representation of your video, and you can create custom thumbnails. So the thumbnail is oftentimes what a viewer will use to decide whether or not to watch the video. Let's go back to this Jimmy Fallon slide. So if I'm looking at this slide and I see there's Jimmy Fallon and Billy Joel and they're doing a doo-wop, you know, between the thumbnail and the description I have a pretty good idea of whether or not I want to watch that video. So make sure your thumbnails are a good visual representation of your video, and that they're going to engage folks, and they're not, you know, the one that you have your mouth open and you're yawning. So basically, let me show you how you can customize a thumbnail. When YouTube, when you put your video on YouTube, they're going to give you 3 random thumbnails, usually from the beginning, the middle, and the end of the video. Now, all of these thumbnails have Patty talking when she did her guest spot a few weeks ago, which is fine, but they don't really say anything or you know, drive people to a video. It's just a person's face. So I went below the 3 video photos. There's a button that says Custom Thumbnail. So you want to click on the custom thumbnail and upload a photo or a thumbnail that's no more than 2 megs, and that can be your custom thumbnail. So when this video uploaded from Luz Labs, it just basically, I didn't put in a good description, so this is a bad example, but for the thumbnail example, these are the thumbnail choices they gave me, and I decided I'm going to add a custom thumbnail that says SEO in it so people will know what it is. So I went back and I created a thumbnail that just said SEO secrets, and I said, I want this to be the thumbnail, so if people see it, they know that it's about SEO secrets. So that's how I will go in and change my thumbnails to make it more descriptive and engaging. All right, so here's a couple of other examples of thumbnails. Again, this is my channel, so here's my unsubscribe trailer, which means if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, this is what you would see. And that's got video marketing tips. It's got my link here because in the description I started with my website. And then on these thumbnails, again, you know, for the most part, some of these funny, goofy videos where I dressed as Moses and stuff, I just left those thumbnails alone because that was a pretty good, you know, people are going to say, oh my God, why is this person dressed up like a gopher? So maybe they'll go click on that and watch the video. All right, so annotations. This is another biggie for YouTube. Annotations are basically overlays that you can add after you upload your video. and they help to guide and direct your viewers while they're watching the video. Excuse me. And with annotations, you can add call to actions, you can put in a subscribe button, you can have links to various things, so you can make various sections of your video interactive. Let me answer one of these questions before we pop on here, because this is a question about thumbnails. Thumbnails are going to appear at different sizes in different places. So you want to make sure that your thumbnail is a decent size and a good, crisp, clean resolution. And there isn't a specific size because they show it so many different sizes. So you just want to make sure it's something. They'll resize it for you, but you want to make sure it's something that's pretty clear. So on this SEO thing, this is actually just a PowerPoint slide. So I just made a PowerPoint slide and did a screen capture of it and used it as my custom thumbnail. So that was how I made that thumbnail. Back to annotations. Okay, so they are overlays that help direct and guide your viewers. So here in the video section, where you go to edit your video in the Video Manager, you see info and settings, enhancement, audio, captions, and annotations. So you click on annotations up here, and a timeline comes below the video. And when you add an annotation, when you click Add Annotation, another drop-down menu comes up that asks you whether or not you want to add an annotation that is a text annotation, or a overlay, or a link. So basically you can add different kinds of annotations, like spotlight annotations, where if you hover over it, something will come up. So this is called the spotlight. This one is called the spotlight annotation. So if I put something here and said, you know, click here for more info, or whatever text I wanted, I could link that annotation to a video, to another video, to a playlist, to a channel, to Google+. I can link it to my subscribe button, so I can say, for more videos like this, subscribe here, and then have it link right to my subscribe button. And if you associate your website, and I think you have to have a certain number of views to be able to do this, but if you associate your website and you link your website to YouTube, this will also let you link back to your website. That's big. That's huge, actually. So it's another way to direct viewers back to your website and drive traffic back to your website. So this area below, this timeline, is where you add the annotations, and whatever annotations you put, you can drag to make it longer or shorter, and that's, you know, we'll say at what point the video that the annotation pops up. And again, you want to put in different annotations, spotlight annotations, or text annotations, and link them to other videos, or to your channel, or to other playlists, or to a subscribe button, or to your website. And again, this is really important because it's going to help your viewer kind of know what to do during the video. So if there's someplace you want the viewer to click over to during the video, add that as an annotation, and it will help engage the viewer, give them somewhere to go, and help to send them back to your website. This is good because Hager says you need 100 views to be able to link off-site, but only one video in your channel has to have that many views. So that's pretty easy. If you can get a video with 100 views, then you can add all these links to different places. I like to link back to my website because I'm trying to drive traffic back to the website. So that's annotations. Let's quickly talk about playlists before we wrap up here. Playlists are used to organize and curate your content. Playlists are important because they are also searchable in Google search. It allows viewers to watch a series of videos. So if I put a Lose Labs playlist, people could watch one Lose Lab right after the other. They automatically go in a sequence. So it can increase the time that people spend on your channel, and YouTube likes that, obviously. So I've got playlists here. This is the Lose Labs playlist, for instance. And I don't make all of these public. A lot of them are just in the membership area that I have for members, but some of them I leave public as a sample. So in playlists here, you can add a description, which I still have to do. I think I did this the other night here. And it'll show you, well, what is Lose Labs free trainings all about? I can put a description here, and then all the various Lose Labs are here basically in sequence that people can watch in a sequence. So playlists are really important to help organize your content and make some sense of it, and maybe group it by category or by what kind of video it is. So I have all my Lose Labs videos together. So as we wrap up here and get to the bottom of the hour, what are the takeaways for all this stuff? Annotations, playlists, thumbnails, metadata. Well, basically, doing YouTube right is a lot of work. It's kind of a pain to go in and make those descriptions and titles and all that, but the rewards are well worth it, because there is really no other platform that provides so much potential visibility for free. I mean, YouTube's giving you all this, the hosting and allowing you to put videos up and allowing hundreds or thousands of people to view them. So if you're not spending a little bit of time optimizing your YouTube channel and your YouTube videos, it's kind of like you're leaving money on the table. So, let me answer a couple questions here at the end. But yeah, you do want to optimize your videos for sure, and it takes a little bit of time, but again, it's worth the effort. And just go in there and take care of your annotations, your titles, your descriptions. I'm going to do this. I can't do it too many of them because I don't have that much time, but I'm going to do it for some folks who feel like their channel is in rough shape and they want some help with it. I'll do a 1-hour YouTube coaching and review session. I'll review your channel and we'll go through all this stuff and make specific recommendations about what to do with your titles, your descriptions, your keywords, and then you'll get customized help and advice for optimizing your channel and your videos. So I'll do that. There's a thing on the right-hand side of the page there if you're interested in that, or you can go to loubortone.com, YouTube Fix. So let me take a quick look at the questions here because we have a couple minutes left for questions. So, okay. All right, so Wayne asks, I mentioned that videos are not public. How do you make them private? You simply go, when you upload the video, you can make it private or unlisted or public. And unlisted means that only people with the link can find it. So I might make a Lose Lab, unlisted if I only want my members to be able to see it. I might make another video private, which means you have to have the link and you have to give people permission, specific permission to see it. I would do that maybe if I had a client video and I wanted them to review it before we made it public. I would give them the link and give them permission to view it. And that's the difference between public and private. Let's see, here's another question. Would like to know if there's an equivalent program like Hootsuite or TweetDeck, for example, but for YouTube to control more than one channel from the dashboard. Not that I'm aware of, although TubeMogul, is it TubeMogul or Traffic Guys, or one of those allows you to upload to a whole bunch of different sites at once. Yes, the links, Terry's asking if the annotations are clickable. Yes, they are. They're clickable links. Let me see if we missed anything here. So yeah, that's it. If you want to, talk with me more about this, or do one of the YouTube optimizations with me, just go to loubortone.com/YouTube Fix, or look on the right-hand side of this page. Okay, so Tassie's asking, I don't really have anything on my channel. Is your offer to review and help me understand how to optimize a channel still something to consider? If you plan on putting videos on your channel, you're in good shape because you can do it right from the beginning. And I'll show you how to. You can also do sort of a generic description that will default and upload when you upload your videos, and then you can customize it from there. So even if you don't have a lot of videos on your channel, if you want to learn how to do it right from the start and you plan to use YouTube to market your business, then yeah, that's probably a good thing. Thank you, Nancy. Karen, no, that doesn't mean you can't put your website until you have 101 views. Even if you have no views on your video, when you put in the description, you can link back to your website by putting your website URL in the beginning of the description. So let me see if I have that on the slide here. See here how I have, even if there's no views here, I can put http www.looselab.com presents blah, blah, blah. That's going to be a live link back to my site. So as long as you put your whole link to your website in the description of the video, that will link back to your video. You don't need to have 100 views or 0 views or anything. The 100 views is if you're going to do annotations, and if you want to start to do all those things where you add overlays and link back to your video here. So that's annotations. I think that's about it, you guys. Ellie says she's not seeing anything on the right. Let me see if I fixed my pop-in. Offer display. Well, just go to, where's that link? It's the same thing. You can go to bortone.com/YouTube fix. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. I think it's there now. It says fix my YouTube channel. Add to cart. Hopefully that's there. All right, guys. It's 1:30. It's Friday. It's nice out for a change in New Hampshire. So let's wrap up and go forth and conquer YouTube. You can always email me if you have any questions. There's a lot to know about YouTube, and but there are a few key things here that you can do to really make a big difference on YouTube. So hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully we'll see you next week for more goodies on Lou's Labs. So it's 1:30. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Go to my YouTube channel. Go search Lou Bortone on YouTube or LB Promo and subscribe to my channel, please. That would be cool. So more soon, more fun next week, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here, and bye for now.